Hello everyone! Today I'm going to be making a video on CNC cage supplies and where you can get these in the US. But first I wanted to show you the cages so you can see what they look like this week. As you can see, they're all happily munching on hay because I've just refilled their hay racks. So this is what the top cage looks like. Here's a little quick overview of it. It has an adorable little cupcake fleece with the cupcake tubby tunnel and the cupcake Heidi hut, and I think it all just looks so cute together. And there's just another Pigloo with a shinobi in it and poopies. So that's the top cage. Oh, and I had to take the twig tunnel out because these guys just destroyed it. It was massacred. So what I did was just take the little sticks off, break them off, and just throw them in the cage so they have something to chew on until I get them another one, which will have to be pretty soon. And there's a barbach. Hello! Alright, so that's the top cage. And now let's go to the bottom cage. This is what it looks like this week. They have their cute Jen's Custom Crafts huts in the corner. The adorable bumblebee fleece, which I love. This is my favorite of the fleeces I have. The water bottle and bowls, and two cute piggies, also munching on their hay. What are you doing? Alright, so as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, this is going to be a video that shows you the supplies that you need for a CNC cage and where you can find these supplies in the United States, because apparently a lot of people have trouble finding these supplies. CNC cage, if you don't know, stands for cubes in Coroplast. Cubes are these mesh grids that are used to make the outside, and the Coroplast is this material here that is used to make the base of the cage and the walls. In my opinion, these are the best cage that you can definitely get for your small pet, because they're cheaper compared to store-bought cages. You can make them any size or shape you want, and you can even make multiple levels, as I have over here. You can make the levels separated, as I have, just two different cages, or even connect them together to make one huge cage for your small pets. So the basic supplies that you're going to need to build your CNC cage are the storage cubes, or these mesh grids, the Coroplast, which is this material here, as I mentioned earlier, and the cable ties, which are used to make the structure more stable, and so it doesn't break apart when you pick it up to carry it around. So first I'll start talking about the storage cubes, which are these grids right here. There are a few different places where you can get these in the US. I personally got mine at Target, but I've also seen them in Kmart, Walmart, Sears, Bed Bath & Beyond. And if any of the people watching this video are in the US and know of any other places where you can find these materials, please comment down below so that people that don't have any of these stores I'm mentioning available near them can browse through the comments and find other stores that could carry these items. These storage grids or storage cubes are sold in different colors. I've seen them in white, even yellow. I just got mine in black because that was the only option they had at the moment. So now moving on to the Coroplast, or the corrugated plastic material. In my experience, you want to go into the store and ask for corrugated plastic sheets, because depending on the person you talk to, a lot of them will have no idea what Coroplast means. I had a lot of trouble finding Coroplast at first in my area. I went to stores like Home Depot and other hardware stores that I thought could have them, but they didn't have any. So eventually, when I started making my CNC cages the second time, I had to start emailing different sign shops in my area to see if they had any large sheets of it available that they could sell me. Local sign shops, in my opinion, are the best place to find these sheets. If you just go to Google and type in sign shops and your city and state, like for example sign shops, New York, or something like that. It should give you a list of sign shops in your area. I had to email like 5 different places and only one of them actually got back to me. So, which is where I ended buying them from. So don't just try emailing or calling one place because they may not get back to you. And it's also good to have multiple quotes so you can have an idea of where you can find it cheaper and purchase it for the lower price. I personally think that the maximum that they can charge you for a large sheet of Coroplast is $30. Anything more than that would be a total ripoff, and I would not recommend buying it. I got 2 large sheets of Coroplast for $25 each, one for each cage, and I still have lots of spare Coroplast left. Some of it I even used to make their hay racks, which are just made of a grid bent and Coroplast as the back of it. Now, one huge problem with the sheets of Coroplast is that they are really big, and you can't take them home in a small car. Some places have delivery options available, but the place where I got mine from did not have delivery options available. So what I had to do was ask them to cut the sheets for me to the size I wanted for the cages, which then fit perfectly fine in my car. And then I just brought the scrap pieces along with me. I think Guinea Links has a list of places where they had the Coroplast measurements depending on the size of the cage you want to make for your piggies. So I just used those measurements that they had for the 4 square cage, and I just added +1 or +2 inches so the walls would be a bit higher. So if you're not sure what the exact measurements would be for a 4x2 or for a 5x2 cage, I would definitely recommend you go to Guinea Links because they have all those measurements there for you. Now, there is another alternate to Coroplast if you cannot find it anywhere in your area, and that would be Linoleum, which is what I have on the hedgehog's cage. The piggy's cage used to be made out of linoleum as well. Linoleum is a material that is used as flooring, and you can find it pretty much anywhere. I found mine at Home Depot, and it's much easier to transport home because you can just roll it up into a roll and just keep on going and take it home. Coroplast may look way much nicer than linoleum does, but it does the job just as well. Plus, your pet really won't care if his cage is made out of Coroplast or linoleum. They'll just be happy about all the new space that they have in their cage, which will make them a lot happier. The only thing that I would recommend is that if you are making a CNC cage out of linoleum for your guinea pig, you make the sides very high, because linoleum is a lot more flexible than Coroplast is. So if your guinea pig spends a considerable amount of time chewing on it, they may chew all the way down to the bottom. So I would recommend making the sides very high so they can't chew on it. And if you also have a hedgehog that you're using a CNC cage for with linoleum, also make the sides very high, because some can be climbers. Mine is actually a climber, so that's why I have the very high sides on this cage. The third thing that you will be needing for CNC cages is cable ties, which are these things over here. As you can see, this is what they look like. You can pretty much find these anywhere. I've seen them at Target, Home Depot, Walmart, Kmart, and I've even seen them at dollar stores. So just make sure you look for it in the electrical section of these stores, and they usually have it there, and they always have plenty of it. There is another alternative to buying the materials and making the cage yourself. Some places actually sell these cages, the CNC cages, pre-made, but they're more expensive than it would cost to make yourself, so I definitely recommend making it yourself to save yourself some money. The place I know that sells them is Guinea Pig Zone. I'll add the link in the down bar so you can take a look at it. Okay, there you see some rumble strutting action. So anyway, I'll add the link to Guinea Pig Zone on the down bar so you can go and check it out. They also have lists of places there where the people have found their cubes and Coroplast to make their own cages. So I definitely recommend you check out because they may have a place near you that has the supplies you're looking for. In addition to the resources for where you can find cubes, Coroplast, and also pre-made cages, Guinea Pig Zone also has lots of good resources for guinea pig owners, so even if you aren't making a CNC cage because you already have one, I definitely recommend you check it out to see all the stuff they have on there. And I think that is it. That's the list of places that I know of where you can get your CNC cage supplies in the US. I hope this helps those of you that are interested in upgrading to a CNC cage. Like I said, your pet will really appreciate it. Because they'll have lots more space, so they'll be a lot happier. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I would be glad to help you out. And remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye. That is so cute. Are you jellies? That is so cute, honey. No, okay, I'll leave you alone. Alright, now this time's for real. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.